Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Flight Podcast. My name is Jacob Shanker.
And I'm Andrew Thomas.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, so how have you been? How was your weekend, buddy? Happy Passover.
Happy Passover, buddy.
Chag Sameach to all my fellow Jews.
Yep, Hag Sameach, Hag Sameach.
Yeah, so we spent Passover together.
We did. I got in this man's house.
First time.
First time for a while.
Yeah, and you could not speak Hebrew for the life of you, and I'm disappointed.
Nope, neither could you, buddy.
You know what? I did better, but it's okay. Hebrew school taught us well.
I think I did better.
We'll see about that.
What do you mean we'll see about that?
We'll see what our old Hebrew school teachers will think if we go back to that temple.
Never going back.
Never. No.
Nope. But yeah, on to March Madness.
Yeah.
It's not very surprising, but it's still very entertaining.
Some are.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So far in the Final Four, well, as of right now, Houston obviously made it. And for us, Baylor is winning by 11, 72-61 with 3 minutes left in the game. So it looks like Baylor is going to win it as the gap continues to widen between Baylor and Arkansas. But I mean, what do you have for the Gonzaga and USC game tomorrow and the Michigan and UCLA game? Who do you got winning both of those games?
I think Gonzaga's going to win. There's no surprise in that. I think, well, there's not much to talk about that. Gonzaga's the best in the NCAA. But for the Michigan-UCLA game, I'm not counting out UCLA. I think they're a really good team. And I think they can beat Michigan if they play as well as they have been. Michigan's been playing pretty well, but I think that UCLA is definitely a team that can beat them.
I agree. I mean, definitely, especially on Gonzaga. I mean, it's self-explanatory. They're obviously going to make it to the championship. But yeah, I mean, I feel that UCLA could have a chance at winning this game. I mean, I think the only game that Michigan really played against, where I'll say they played against a good team in this entire March Madness, is Florida State, as I honestly had Florida State beating them and going on to the Elite Eight. But I even had them being my dark horse team and going to the Final Four and playing against Gonzaga. Obviously, that didn't happen, but I don't have much faith in Michigan as UCLA. I feel like it's going to be a very close game because UCLA has been playing great defense. They've been playing great defense against great teams. I mean, Alabama, they completely got against. Able Christian, okay, that's not a great team, but BYU they were able to get against. So I'm not counting them out, just like you said.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, UCLA is going to do well.
Yeah,
but I think, you know what? Has your Final Four prediction or your championship prediction changed?
No, it hasn't. I'm still sticking with Baylor.
I'm still sticking with Gonzaga. Not surprising.
Okay.
We'll see how it goes, buddy.
Yeah, I mean, how's your bracket looking right now?
Well,
like your best bracket at least.
My best bracket is obviously my second chance bracket. I'm going to pull it up right now. I'm pretty set for my second chance one. I got 240 out of 320 on the first one, and I'm at 96%, which is pretty damn good. But for my first one, it's not looking too hot, and it's not showing my bracket. That is weird. Let me check. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's not.
I mean,
okay. I am. This is confusing. It still says I'm 96%.
You're
There's no way though.
Let me see your phone.
What do you mean, let me see your phone? I'm not showing you my phone.
The screen.
Okay. I have 210 out of 320 first round. Half on, it's probably about 60-ish% somewhere around there. I don't know why it's giving me 96% though on mine.
This is for your second chance?
This is for my regular. My second chance is actually 96, though.
Huh, that's
I
weird.
got 2 wrong,
Yeah. I
and I
mean, for
had
my second chance is not looking too good, but I'm not really looking at that
yeah,
because right now my best bracket, like the entire March Madness, is at 85%. So I mean,
yeah,
it's not terrible, not looking bad. But I mean,
yeah,
one thing that did slip me up, and especially in my second chance bracket, was Loyola Chicago losing
yeah. That was disappointing.
to Oregon State.
Ethan
Um,
Thompson went off. He was so good that game.
it was literally just Oregon State's shooting
Yeah,
the entire game.
they were on fire.
They literally were. I thought Loyola Chicago would be able to stop them because, in my opinion, they had one of the best defenses in the entire NCAA.
Yeah,
But I guess you were wrong because Oregon State completely destroyed them, and then they lost to Houston. But
yeah.
what were your thoughts on that game?
That game, I didn't watch it. Saw the highlights. It was entertaining. I am not denying that. Ethan Thompson played all 40 minutes, and he was so good that game.
Yeah,
Dropped 22, 4, and 4. And Warith, I don't even know how you pronounce his name. I'm not good with this, but he had a double double, and he was good grabbing boards and stuff. But Oregon State played good team basketball, and I also agree with you on how their defense was for Loyola. I thought their defense was going to help them win it.
yeah. It was just a battle of the offenses because obviously
Yeah,
State does not have a great defense. If they were going to beat Loyola Chicago, it would be to somehow get them on the offensive end and to find a way to move around that defensive game that Loyola Chicago plays. And they did it, right? They were able to get around that and they came out with the win, winning by 7 points. So props to them, but sucks that you lost an Elite Eight.
yeah, it does suck that, but it was surprising to me that they went from 24 to 41 in the second half, and then Loyola from 16 to 42.
Yeah,
Their offense switched gears.
completely.
Yeah,
Completely.
but on to really, really, really sad topic.
Mm.
Oral Roberts almost caused another upset, and this was so sad to watch. I was so upset when Oral Roberts lost.
I,
But
I honestly thought they were going to win.
honestly, they were so close,
Yeah.
and Max Avmus had 25 points, and for Arkansas, it was Jalen Tate, obviously, but I just think that this game was so much closer than it could have been. Like I thought Arkansas was going to run away with it, but they didn't. Oral Roberts was really good.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it was extremely close, especially down the stretch. I mean,
Oh, it's so sad.
it was a good game for both teams. Really, I think when it came down to it, it was just who could perform better in the clutch,
Yes,
and it was Arkansas. Arkansas came out on top. They the entire game, it was really just Arkansas's defense. I feel like that was able to help them get there because Oral Roberts was well, it wasn't that. Let me rephrase. It was how they were be able to use the ball, right? How they were the ball movement and being able to hold on to the ball for longer because Oral Roberts was on fire with their shooting.
they were really good.
And the Arkansas pretty much what they were trying to do was just get the ball out of Oral Roberts' hands as long as possible. And they did that. Even though there's only 24 seconds, they still did it. Um, so props to them on that.
Yep, yep. Oral Roberts' historic run will be forever remembered.
Oh yeah. I really wish that they imagine they like made it to the final four somehow.
Could you imagine? That's like Loyola from like a few years back,
Mm-hmm.
or
Mm-hmm.
Kemba and
Well,
UConn. Like they were the 11th
we
seed.
thought Loyola would make it back again.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy to think that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sorry.
on to a dark horse team.
Yeah.
I have UCLA, and I think that you probably have UCLA as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's no other team. I mean, Baylor's gonna win right now, and I think it's obvious. I think it's obvious to everyone it's gonna be Baylor and Gonzaga in the championship. There's no other team I feel like that comes close, and I think the only game where I can safe to say I could see it being close is UCLA and Michigan
Yeah, I
because
think
of the reasons I said before.
Yep. Yeah, UCLA has been demolishing. They demolished ACU by 20 points, and then they beat Alabama by 10.
Yeah.
So, and they dropped 88 points. So they're not having problems on offense.
No, I mean it's going to be very close because a lot of they're the points, and they put up almost very similar points for and points against. So it's going to be a back and forth, but I can see this going into OT, and I can
Possibly.
see it's going to come down to what I was talking about before with Oral Roberts and Arkansas, talking about who can get it down the stretch, who can really be able to utilize the ball better, who can be able to focus more and be able to harness that LeBron James clutchness. I'm just messing with you. I'm just messing with you. No, but seriously,
Boy.
if they can harness that and hold on to the ball down the stretch and be clutch, then they can hopefully win it.
Yeah.
Play against Zaga.
Yep. LeBron misses clutch free throws. Yeah, I think that Gonzaga is going to win the Final Four, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
See what I did there. But yeah, I think that I do agree with you. I think that it could go into overtime. UCLA has a good team, but in that Alabama game, their entire team was on fire. They were so good.
Yeah.
And if they can do that again, they're gonna win. But Michigan's also been pretty damn good. Also, um, I could see it going either way. I'm leaning towards Michigan, but there's no other team that's going to be the underdog and has a better chance of winning than UCLA.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That's all for today, everyone.
Feel free to comment down below what your thoughts were on March Madness, topics we talked about, and who do you have winning?
Tune into the next episode on Friday. See you guys next time.